Before the translation of the Book of Mormon could even begin in earnest, there was a moment of extraordinary validation from an unlikely source. A New York farmer named Martin Harris, a friend and supporter of Joseph Smith, wanted reassurance that the ancient record was real. So Joseph copied some of the reformed Egyptian characters from the gold plates and gave them to Martin. What happened next became one of the most legendary encounters in church history. From the words of Joseph Smith history, Martin Harris. I went to the city of New York and presented the characters which had been translated with the translation thereof to Professor Charles Anthon, professor of classical languages at Columbia College. He gave me a certificate certifying to the people of Palmyra that they were true characters. I took the certificate and put it into my pocket and was just leaving the house when Mr. Anthon called me back and asked me how the young man had found out that there were gold plates in the place where he had found them. I answered that an angel of God had revealed it unto him. Anthon was intrigued. Can I see the plates? He asked. I told him no, and that Joseph had been commanded by God not to show the plates to anyone because a portion of them were sealed. He then said to me, let me see that certificate. I accordingly took it out of my pocket and gave it to him, and he took it out and tore it to pieces. He then said, there is no such thing as ministering of angels. And then an interesting statement from Anthon, I cannot read a sealed book. What Charles Anthon didn't realize is that the words from his mouth were fulfilling a biblical prophecy almost word for word written 2,600 years earlier by the prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 29:11. That scripture says, and the visions of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And so Charles Anthon, in his anger, fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah that was given 2,600 years earlier.